Alright, this is gonna be part 7 of Wild Arms, and we are on our way to find Mariel's brother Vasim, so that we can, repair Rudy, because he lost his arm in a fight against one of the demons. Ooh, we found a hat in a barrel. How fancy. So let's go find where this guy is, if we can. It's definitely not in that house. Oh, how fancy. This person says, Vasim has turned Filgaia into a wasteland. The sinner had to be locked up in the land beyond the forest. Okay, so maybe he's not in the town. Let's see. This person says, the air and water in this place is the same as it was 1,000 years ago. Shouldn't things have changed in such a long period of time? This one says, you could say that there are no monsters in the Elu world. We sealed them inside a place far from here, located to the southwest. How fancy. This person says, this is a change. The humans are visiting our village. We found a mystic apple. Oh my, so exciting. This person says it must be destiny that the ancient treasures of Filgaia are finally being used. Remember, power without heart is evil. This one says the forest prison is a prison for monsters built by the Elu to trap monsters who infiltrated the Elu's world. They can go in, but they don't come out. Not all the prisoners are monsters. The Guardian of Life is also trapped there. Outsiders, I ask that you release the Guardian of Life. Use this key to open the chest which seals the Guardian. Okay. This person says, outsiders, what do you want from the world of the Elu? Power? What do you want with power? This one says, you can use the teleportation device to travel to any area if in Filgaia. Occasional accidents do occur and sometimes you'll end up in a scary place, though during normal operations it works fine. But if you give it any more impact, your risk increases. That's a hint that if you want to go fight Ragu o Ragula, to punch the teleporter ground before you walk into it. Anyways, this person says, don't look at things you don't like, don't do things you don't want to do. This is how we live. What do you think? Ah, the squirrel is trying to eat me. Let's see. This person says the life guardian is a prisoner in the forest prison. I don't know. If you don't have all the people have interesting things to say, or at least different things, might as well not add that NPC, right? This one says this is Tarjin, an Elu tribe. This place is not for humans. Oh my. How cruel. So where the hell is this place that I'm supposed to go? It's kind of cool that there's no, like, rando encounters. Whee! Well, there will be in here. Whatevs. Alright, so we are in the forest prison. It is a prison located inside a forest, in case you weren't sure about that. Wow. Bing! We must kill these creatures. Oh, allergies, why? Why do you haunt me so? Really? That thing... Uh-oh. I must not have been able to kill it in one hit. So sad. This person says, I'll show you how to get through these mazes. Just go left or right all the way out. Simple enough. Okay. Is it a maze then? I found a prairie coat. Maybe I should try to get up there. Let's see. Oh, I can't get over there from that way. So... Oh, I should be trying to learn Jack's skill. Yeah. If I'm gonna get stuck in all these random encounters, I might as well do something productive, right? Anyways, we picked up a Mirage coat. Let's see. This place seems pretty confusing. Oh well. We will eventually figure it out, I guess. Found a crest graph. My poor Rudy is missing out on all these potential level ups. It's very sad. This is a maze, I guess. How do I get over there? Maybe let's go down. We found a warrior vest, apparently. So fancy. Let's see. There's nothing to the north. I was gonna say there's nothing to the up direction, but, you know, that doesn't sound good. Yet I said it anyway. Oh, fancy. We found another crest graph. Since we've already been down that way, maybe we should go this way. Whoops. Oh, I need to fix something anyway. No, not the flame tongue. find in this hellhole? Can I get down there from here? Nope. Let's go down then. What do we got over Meower? Oh, fancy. We found the spirit thingy. Fancy. Guess we just gotta follow the light. Oh my. The unicorn says, I'm Odryuk, the guardian of life. Innocent one from Filgaia, receive my gift. I shall cast a light upon your dwindling faith. Either in eternity or immortality, my powers are never absolute. Take my powers, shaman, for I am the guardian of life. Fancy. Alright. And there's its little box. A pox on your box. Cool. We found another crest graph. Alright. Oh boy. How do I get out of this place? I'm trapped. Trapped like the cat in the hat. No! So rude. I don't believe I can go down there. We know that right just took us somewhere else already, so let's go down. Maybe someday I can kill these monsters. There we go. That's better. I think that's the exit. There's a couple other treasures I was hoping to find. I'm fine with leaving it. It's good. I think I have to go back through it anyway, so... Well, anyways, we're at Vasum's lab. Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious. Well, we can't obviously open that box. Because Rudy will not, even though he's in our party, he's not, I guess, in any position to set a bomb. Let's see. I cannot carry any more duplicators. Ooh, a hyper gear and a magic carrot. Anywho, Mariel says, Vasum. Vasum says, Mariel, what are you doing here? Mariel says, Vasum, Rudy is in trouble. Vasum says, calm down, Mariel. Breathe. Breathe. Vasum says, I can't believe I'm looking at a forbidden home cross. Mariel says, Rudy needs some living metal to heal his left arm. please use the Guardian Blade one last time. Vassum says, no, do you want me to crack the ground in half again? I can't take part in the creation of another weapon of destruction. The Guardian Blade is a blade of doom. Mariel says, I'm not talking about a weapon. I want you to pound out some life force with those hands. Only you can save Rudy. Only you can make metal that comes to life. Fix Rudy with the technology that produced the Guardian Blade. Vassum says, you've become strong, or should I say your love has become strong. Mariel says, Rudy shared his strength of heart with me. Rudy can change the future of mankind. Make the Guardian Blade to save Rudy. Vassum says, it is possible to repair the arm, but we're missing 2 key ingredients for the operation. To reclaim the hand, we need the Life Force Guardian, and to regulate its powers, we need the Illusion Guardian. With both of these in place, we can finally apply the Guardian Blade to his left arm. Mariel and I will prep him for the operation. You warriors go and gather the 2 powers of the Guardians. The Life Force Guardian is sealed in the forest prison. I don't know where the Illusion Guardian is. There is a magical book called Della Metallica. It's a book about alchemy and is said the power of illusion lives in it. To find one tiny book in this huge world, well, you must do this. You are our last hope, says that person. Mariel says, I've heard of a library that contains every magic book ever written. You might be able to find it there. Mariel says, all I can do is use herbs and heals me. Vassum says to reclaim... Yep, whatever. He says the same thing. Jack says, everyone's worried about you, Rudy. We'll be back to help you soon. Okie dokie. Well, we already have the Life Guardian, so we're halfway there. Alrighty, so we can teleport around that. It's nice. Should have probably just went straight. Oh, I should have just went straight there, but whatever. Back to Adelheid it is. In an earlier video I explained that whatchamacallit, that the Della Metallica was in the Curin Abbey and that you have to go in there later in the game. Okay, so apparently I think I've maxed out the donations, but they haven't fixed the castle statue yet. But that's okay. Let's do this then. Oh yeah, Curin Abbey is where I should have teleported, but whatever. It's somewhere over here. Look how fancy we are. think it's this one. So close. It was 50-50. The pages turn by themselves until it reaches a section on forbidden magic. As your consciousness wanes, you begin to hear a voice from afar. Alright. I can remember this being a vague and annoying kind of dungeon. Oh my. Let's see. The door has been closed for 2 hours, so I need to go this way then. At least I think. Alright, so we need to go back in time 1 more hour. Only during this hour will the warm welcome of travelers begin. Okay, whatever. This is the song of earth. It dwells in the sword to become power. It dwells in the soul to defeat the enemy. How fancy. Well, that's the same place I was already at, so let's check this out then. This is the Song of Water. It dwells in the sword to become power. It dwells in the soul to defeat the enemy. Alrighty. Let's see. This is the Song of Fire. It dwells in the sword to become power. It dwells in the soul to defeat the enemy. Alright, so I think, yeah, I want to do that. It doesn't have anything. I guess it's a drop then. I think. Let's see. Hey, we got the Necromanicon on the first try. Does that matter though? Not really. This is my magic is maxed out, so whatever. Let's see if this is where I'm supposed to go. Also, let's do this. Alright, so we've come to some stone slab, and it says, "Knowledge is the treasure. You must engrave this into your heart if you seek the other side of the door." Okay. Let's see. Damn. That is some danger. The pages turn automatically to a sentence. Closed minds will lead Filgaia to its doom. This book says the Elus have gone to another world. This one says, for 1,000 years, people have torn apart the land looking for the future. Ooh. And they've lost. Okay. This one says, a foolish woman opened the box and all the desires of the world were released. This is human nature in its purest form. This one says, what do you search for with those closed eyes? This is Filgaia, a dying world. Okay. Let's see. I guess I'm supposed to, like... I really dislike misogyny in video games. Like, I don't think the writers did that on purpose, but, like, it's still icky nonetheless. Knowledge and treasure go hand in hand. Okay. Yeah, this is another one of those stupid puzzles that I think as a kid I just got stuck at. I guess what you're supposed to do is read the books. In the books regarding knowledge and treasure, you open the corresponding treasure chest. The book says, the door says it's true. Knowledge is the real treasure. It can help people as well as confuse them. And the door opens. How fancy. Let's see. This is the Song of Wind. It dwells in the sword to become power. It dwells in the soul to defeat the enemy. How fancy. Alright. Rude. This is the Song of Lightning. It dwells in the sword to become power, dwells in the soul to defeat the enemy. How fancy. Let's see. Alright, so we have some more books. This is the Song of Nothingness, repeated, repeated. This is the Song of Sacred, repeated, repeated. This is the Song of Illusion, repeated, repeated. Jack says, I should adapt these characteristics into an attack. I'm gonna give it a try. There must be a bunch of them. Alright. Now I'm up to 3 skills I haven't learned. My. This says, I seek knowledge as guardian of the secret ways. Uninvited one, go to the left or to the right, for we shall not meet. Alrighty. Yeah, I don't think I ever actually solved this puzzle as a kid. I literally probably just walked through shit until I got out of here. Oh, we finally learned that skill. My god. Only took all day. I honestly don't remember. what I was supposed to do. Choose the path you believe in. Okay, so... Visitors of the book, what do you seek in this foreign world? To the left shall receive the power of death. Right is life. Guess you're just supposed to choose the more positive of the aspects. To forge a future for the world, choose left. To take the future from the world, choose right. Guess I went left on the last one instead of going right. Got sidetracked there. People always speak of justice while using power to enforce it. What is the meaning of justice? Justice is power, take right. If you want power as justice, take left. Alright, whatever. Because those are, obviously so different. Maybe I should just do that. I don't know. I thought I did this correctly. Someone is holding the door shut. Alright. Go to the left or the right, for we shall not meet. Let's see. Well, there we go. I think we got it. Duras Droom says, "This is the realm of forbidden knowledge. I'm the keeper of the knowledge stored here. Humans, you've successfully overcome the labyrinth. You've earned the right to possess the secret power of illusion. Just remember, the power is a vehicle, not a driver. Warrior and shaman princess, take my powers. Have faith in what you do." We have received the Hades rune and been teleported out of here, I guess. Move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way. Alright, so we need to go back to the forest mound. And now we're back at Vasum's lab. Cecilia says, we'll get your arm fixed up. Hang in there. Guess I gotta go in the basement. Vasim says, the two powers of the Guardians are together again, the life force and illusion. I'm unleashing the forbidden powers. Am I making a terrible mistake again? No, not this time. The Guardian Blade will be forged. It's the weapon capable of saving the future. The Guardian Blade. Alrighty. And it says, the surgery took the better part of the day. ... Vasim says, I've done all I can, now we'll see how he holds up. Mariel says, I want to help. I want to make him feel better. I'm so helpless. My heart aches for him. Vasim says, I've done all I can. It's up to him now. Cecilia says, don't close your heart, Rudy. You are who you are. You're one of us. Ever benevolent and invulnerable. Cecilia says, where am I? Am I dreaming? This isn't my dream. It's someone else's. Okay. Rudy, hurry, come here. Says one of the children, I guess. Cecilia says, this is an unfamiliar landscape. This is Rudy's dream. Cecilia says, that child is Rudy, so this is his childhood. The situation made Rudy's mind go back to his childhood. The childhood in his heart is the world where old man Zeppet protects him. The kid says, I'm gonna be a dream chaser when I grow up. Like Rudy? No, I'm gonna be a better dream chaser. I'll be traveling alone, not with my grandpa. Check this out. Impossible, a kid can't lift that. Rudy can't do it either. It's a draw. And then Rudy lifts it up. No way, that's impossible. Rudy isn't normal. I know. Rudy has no parents. Rudy's probably a monster child. All the kids scatter. Cecilia says Rudy, but I guess she can't interfere in the dream. Zeppet says, what happened, Rudy? You're alone? Are you alone again? Huh? You want to know why you're different from the others? So, you're old enough to think about such things, says the old man Zeppet. Cecilia says, whew, I think I'm lost in Rudy's dream. He must turn to his memories with old man Zeppet when his feelings are hurt. Being with the old man must be relaxing for Rudy. Zeppet says, this power you have, there must be a reason why you were chosen to possess it. Zeppet continues, this is a little difficult to explain. Let me put it to you this way. You feel pain when someone hits you, right? He continues, the same thing happens with people's hearts. Your heart hurts when something sad happens. You can understand those hard feelings better than other children. Someone like you will need the power to protect people in the future. You must practice with your arm and sword until that time comes. Zeppet says, real power is the power to protect what's dear to you. Cecilia says, Rudy's kindness comes from his understanding of people's hard feelings, not only the old man's feelings. Now I understand. The constant pain he has within his artificial body has taught him mercy. Cecilia says, I know you're scared, Rudy. Just hang in there. You're not afraid of the demons. Your fear is pointed inwards. You are Rudy, our dear friend. Don't deny yourself. Oh no. Cecilia says, don't look away from what hurts you. This is an illusion generated from your own heart. It's easy to run away, but that won't solve anything. Rudy, come out and face it. Zeppet says, what's the matter? Why are you in a hurry? You bumped into something so bad you wanted to run away? Don't worry. I'll get rid of anything that will hurt you. You can always come to me. Cecilia says, Rudy, do not close your heart. Zeppet says, always stay here, Rudy. Don't listen to anything else. Zeppet continues, just listen to me. Cecilia says, everyone's waiting for you. Jack, Hanpan, Jane, McDullen, Professor Emma, the captain, even Mariel, and me. Rudy is Rudy, and no one else but our dear friend. I know being with old man Zeppet is comfortable for you, but that's an ancient memory. This is an illusion. The old man is dead. Zeppet says, shut up, you noisy brat. Cecilia says, Zeppet? Zeppet says, I'm never gonna let this kid go. I've never met someone with such a beautiful heart. The manifestation of Zeppet turns into Elizabeth, who is a devil who eats dreams. Cecilia says, so you're the one keeping Rudy's mind closed. Elizabeth says, if you want him, you'll have to beat me first. I wonder if a noisy brat like you could do that. How rude. Anyways, that bitch is dead. Cecilia says, be strong, Rudy, you're not alone. A lot of people care about you because you care about others. She says, no, I understand. I've always hated myself for being the princess of Adelheid. I always thought people would only see me as a princess. Cecilia continues, I wasn't being hated. My selfish thoughts were keeping people away from me. I finally found out by watching Rudy. If you want to be loved, you have to love other people yourself. Anyhow, the goddess idol shatters, and Raftina, the guardian of love, comes out of it and says, I'm the guardian of love, the love that people lost. Your cries have been heard. Princess, why do you risk your life for your friend? Cecilia says, at first I was doing it because I'm the princess and the shaman of the guardians. She says, but now I do it because I love Filgaia, because I love my friends. Raftina says, you've learned the true meaning of love. If you need my powers, call within me in the name of love. Call upon me, rather. And we acquire the love rune. And Cecilia wakes up by Rudy's bedside, but Rudy is not there. Cecilia says, wow, I fell asleep. And then she says, Rudy. Cecilia says, this isn't a dream. And then Cecilia says, you won't laugh at me and call me a space cadet or anything like that, would you? She continues, I was dreaming a dream about Rudy. Cecilia says, Rudy had the same dream? Wow, I now know the burden you carry. She continues, you're truly strong of heart and in might. I would have been crushed by the sadness. She continues, if we did share the same dream, then what do you remember? What happened? There's the real me, not the princess. All I could think of was saving you. Jack runs in and says, hey, you made us worried, kid. Hanpan says, you look great. Mariel says, I'm going back to Filgaia. I can't fight, but the least I can do is try to protect our home. Vasim says, Rudy is unaware of the powers that sleep inside him. Once Rudy accepts himself for what he is, the power will awaken. Let me talk to Rudy. Vasim says, your body is not human, that's the truth. If you can accept this fact and grow beyond it, you'll be able to produce unbelievable power from your arms. The synchronization beyond normal limits will produce a runaway destructive force. I know you'll use this power wisely. Bring the future to us, Rudy. Vasum's words have awakened powers sleeping deep inside of Rudy's body, and he learns Fury Shot. Vasum says, your body represents a past we're trying to forget. The war with the demons and the Holm Cross Project. The Guardian Blade. You're the Pandora's box. Vasum says, you saved me, not the other way around. If I keep running, I'll never solve anything. And we got the secret tool. Why did I just do that? Clearly I'm very smart. Oh boy. Huh. Mariel says, I'll be okay from here. I'm going back to town to work on my reforesting the land. Not out of guilt, but out of love. I want to do what I can to save Filgaia, a land full of wonderful people. You've changed my life. Thank you, everybody. And Mariel departs. Jane says, you're late. Where the hell were you? McDullen says, my lady was so worried. Jane says, nah, there's something going on. We gotta get back to Adelheid Castle. Okay. Jane says, it's incredible. I've never seen anything like it. Jack says, what are you talking about? What's so incredible? Jane says, Professor Emma's invention is finished. The flight machine is done. The strange-looking contraption in her lab actually flies. Cecilia says, a machine that can fly? Hanpan says, it was said that 1,000 years ago there was a vehicle that could travel to the stars. How can we fly using current technology? Jane says, I have no idea how it works, but Professor Emma has been researching flight mechanisms for a long time. You know the Emma motor? It was invented for this machine. For a long time she said it didn't have enough power to fly, but... Jack says, why now? Jane says, I'm not sure. It was a lot of information for me to digest. Speaking of digestion, she was checking out the Earth Golem's stomach while we were gone. Jane says, we better hurry or we'll miss the test flight. Okay. Jane says, that crazy captain, what's his name, is going to be the test pilot. He's afraid of heights. Imagine, a grown man whining and crying. Cecilia says, I'm sorry to hear that. Jane says, there, it's coming this way. Jane says, oh, shit. Cecilia says, that crazy captain. Emma says, wow, that was scary. We didn't have enough power to maneuver into the upper atmosphere. We need to start on modifications right away. Rudy, it's good to see you up and about again. Jane says, where's the captain? Emma says, there's always a price to pay for progress. We should all go visit him later. But first, I want you to meet someone. Looks like Angie from... Yep. Angie says, before the introductions, I'd like to report my findings. This is the Guard Stone. What? Says Cecilia. Angie says there's instability in the Guardian's energy. The Guard Stone is responding very erratically. There is some problem to the southeast, far away. I will continue with my observations. Is something happening to the Guardians? Then she leaves. Emma says, I don't have any confirmation, but it's worth a look. We must use... Jane says, but I thought it wasn't completed yet. Emma says, if only we had the Gemini circuits. If we had those, we would be able to increase the power of the Emma motor. We need a pair of them in order for them to work. Let's split into 2 teams. Jane, your team will take the C with the captain, fetch him from the hospital. Rudy and the gang will use the new machine that I created for them. Come with me, Rudy, I'll show you my secret lab. Jack says, a secret lab? Where could it be? Emma says, no one knows. That's why it's a secret lab. Cecilia says, I can't believe there's a secret facility under Adelheid Castle. Hanpan says, there you go again with another crazy idea. Isn't this illegal? Jack says, someone stop this crazy professor. Emma says, I wasn't sure what I was getting into, so I didn't bother getting a permit. Emma says, okay, light it up. Emma says, here it is. Surprise. The result of Zeppet's studies on the theory of flight, the metal bird, and my Emma motor. I was able to create this flying machine by combining the 2 technologies. At last, my dream is finally becoming a reality. I'm gonna name it the Gull Wing, the wing of the holy bird. Well, it's a prototype, so how about the Proto-Wing? Jack says, all that steam over a prototype. This thing can't even fly. We all saw it crash. Hanpan says, according to my wisdom, what goes up must come down. Emma says, as long as you don't get caught in a high-altitude jet stream, you'll be okay. Hanpan says, somehow you don't sound too convincing. Emma says, in this world you can only count on 2 things, our love of Filgaia and my technology. Emma says, in order for me to complete the Proto-Wing, I must have a pair of Gemini circuits. Gemini means twins. Thus, they will not work unless we bring the 2 of them together. Jane's group will go by sea, your group will go by air. Get back as soon as you can when you find the Gemini circuit. Emma says, what is the repair status of the Proto-Wing? Stop wasting time, hurry up. The workers say, the repairs have been completed. It can take off any time. Cecilia says, those people. Emma says, yeah, they're the same guys that were helping me with the Lalathia dig. The workers say Emma is being a slave driver as usual. Emma says, shut up and send the machine to gate 14. Alright, ready, Proto-Wing, take off. And they launch it. Such fanciness. Emma says, to ride the Proto-Wing, walk up to it and push accept. To land, press cancel. You cannot land in a forest or on the water. It doesn't have enough power to fly over mountains. It's just a prototype. Okie dokie. The engineer Tom says, I want to build more housing, but there's no suitable land remaining. Oh goodness. Meow, meow, meow. This guy says there's a guardian statue in every Elu pyramid. I wonder what that relationship could be. Where's that secret tool thing? Do 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 do. I don't know. The mayor says we were helped greatly by emergency contributions from generous people. Huh. What do I do with that secret tool then? Maybe I just can't use it yet. Let's see. Oh, okay. So it's just not time yet, I guess. Anyways. We've reloaded our ammo. We're gonna take a nap. And then we're gonna hit the Gemini's corpse. And I know I've missed a couple things, because I didn't want to deal with the encounter rates. So I'm gonna check a few other places too. Oh, look at this fancy thing. There we go. I think this is where I wanted to go. No, there was like a couple spots that were inaccessible, I think, the first time I came. What is over in Yarrow? Oh, that's actually the place I want to head to, but I was trying to check out some stuff that I may have missed first. Oh yeah, I think there's a rune here. The photosphere. I am Rigdabright, the guardian of the stars who fell onto Filgaia with a metal star. Use my power to save the world if you believe in what starlight is cast upon. We receive the star rune. So fancy. I don't think I've even changed my runes, other than early in the game. Whee! I think there's another thing over here somewhere. The white of snow covers and cleanses evil. My power of snow, I'll provide it to you, sorceress and warriors, if you wish to cleanse Filgaia. And we have received the ice rune. How fancy we are. I think that's all there was, but let's just take another little swirly swirl around. Yeah, that's Arctica Castle. You can't go there until the Gullwing is fixed. Oh yeah, I remember that. Well, I did get a bunch of things, so let's equip that stuff. Yeah, it probably just makes sense to leave her with that for now. Yeah, that works nicer. So now we've got our runes equipped. And we need to fly around this continent really quick. There we go, that was a pretty quick detour. We are now at Gemini's corpse. Anyway... Equitus says, Sorceress and the Warriors, I am Equitus, Guardian of the Sword. My will and powers have been separated. My powers are sealed in a temple, surrounded by an imposing mountain range. As payment for reclaiming my powers, I shall give you the secret of my sword technique. Jack's heart fills with the images of the sword of Equitus, and we have learned a fast draw hint. Okay. Get those hints faster than I can learn the dang skills. We shall survive this though. It is okay. Let's... that's good for now. Rude. Cool, we learned Shadowbind. Dang, there's a lot of puzzles in this place. Oh no. Fancy, we learned Phaser Zap. We have obtained a jewel, apparently. Okay. Okie dokie. Let's see. I think I missed something. Let's see. And we learned Cosmic Nova. We got a crest graph and a black pass. And now we have the phaser arm as well. Alrighty. Oh, there's two ways we can go. Leave me alone. Well. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Yeah, we don't need that. Meow, 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 meow. Oh no! So, let's do this really quick. Alright, I think that's what I wanted to do. How fancy. We got the Power Glove. It can push obstacles and various other things. Oh boy. Yeah. Oh, I really love it when I'm doing a puzzle and I get interrupted. And ha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Or not. Goodbye, my child. Anyways, Cecilia says this must be one of the Gemini circuits that Professor Emma is looking for. Jack says if we can get 2 of them, Emma can complete the proto-wing. Let's get back to Adelheid. Maybe our good captain and the gang has found the 2nd circuit. How nice. How nice. Yo. Escape. Alrighty. Let's just freaking teleport. Actually, let's upgrade our existing weapon first. Alright. Emma says we got one of the Gemini circuits already. We can get to work as soon as we have the other one. A guard comes in and says, Professor Emma, I have an important message. We received a transmission from the team on the sweet candy. Emma says, continue. One Gemini circuit has been found, returning to base. So apparently we have them both. Emma says, oh boy, we can start the work soon. This is the sweet candy. Mayday, mayday, under attack, requesting backup. Emma says, this is the worst possible time for this to happen. Bartholomew says, gee whiz, what the hell is that? Looks like Leviathan. Jane says, just as we found one of the circuits, we get this. Do we have any special weapons? Bartholomew says, this is a trade ship, not the USS Missouri. Jane says, you haven't got a clue, have you? This is a game. You should always carry a special weapon. Bartholomew says, huh? Gotta love that fourth wall breaking. Bartholomew continues, wow, grab onto me. Jane says, no doggone way. Bartholomew says, my poor ship, the sweet candy, she's sinking. All hands, abandon ship. Any freaking ways. Jane says, geez, I'm drenched. Jane says, hey, don't look at me. Jack says, what happened? The ship is gone. Did you get the Gemini circuit? Is it okay? McDullen says, what a horrific creature, a stone mermaid. I'm sorry, we were too busy getting away from the monster. The circuit is probably at the bottom of the inner sea by now. Cecilia says, so the proto-wing upgrade. McDullen cuts her off and says, I'm deeply sorry. We must get back to Adelheid so we can regroup our thoughts. Bartholomew says, my sweet Candy, rest in peace. More like rest in pieces. Back in Adelheid, Emma says, the other Gemini circuit is at the bottom of the sea. Bartholomew says, my poor sweet Candy. Jane says, this is so frustrating. Does that mean all our efforts were for nothing? Even McDullen did a good job. McDullen says, thanks, my lady. Emma says, the Gemini circuits only work as a pair. I guess we have to give up our idea now that the other circuit is buried deep beneath the ocean. Too bad, says the narrator. Emma says, don't give up, everyone. There must be another way. Jane says, okay. Bartholomew says, sweet Candy. Alrighty. Life in the wasteland has caused us to give up hope for the future, says the guard. Anyways, they kind of allude to, in one of the earlier towns called Ship's Graveyard, that basically every lost thing ends up on that beach eventually. So we're gonna go there, but first we're gonna check out this secret little place. Oh ho ho ho. This lady says, welcome, what can I do for you? She sells weapons and stuff. I have plenty of those. Those aren't really needed, but whatever. I guess I can sell some of this old equipment and clean up my inventory. Alright. So let's just make sure there's no reason to, like... Okay, so he has the best one. Yeah, I think that's what I had. Alright, so now we're good to get rid of some of this stuff. think most of the rest of this stuff isn't sellable. Yep, that's fine for now. And we are off to find the other Gemini circuits. We found a toy hammer, a crest graph. Jack says this is the other Gemini circuit. It's true, everything ends up in this area. Sometimes I don't know if we're just lucky or what. Cecilia says, let's take this to Emma. Jack says, that's right. Anyways. Back to Adelheid. Wow. That guy says the same thing he said before, so there's no point in repeating it. Where the fuck is Emma? Maybe she's in her office in town. It's like annoying that they keep moving her around. Just leave her in one spot, okay? Jeez. I went too far. Emma says, you found the Gemini circuit. That's too good to be true. Alright, now my proto-wing will be a full-fledged gull wing right before your very eyes. I just have to get some extra help and then I'll get to work. Bing bang boom, motherfuckers. Emma says, each Gemini circuit is an energy amplifier. When combined together, they will achieve an energy level that cannot normally be generated. It's important for even small powers to support each other. Whether it's machines or human beings, it's the same thing. Cecilia says, who are they? Emma says, colleagues of mine, they're from all over Filgaia, or rather, Matthew says, 6 students of Old Man Zebit. Lilith says, Emma asked me to come all of a sudden. I had no idea you were trying to make a flying machine. Norman says, it was always our master's dream. Tokanak says, this really was a sudden call. You're still a slave driver, huh, Emma? Nikolai says, Rudy's needs are the world's needs now. Right, Emma? Emma says, the Guardian's power in the southeast point is weakening. We need a vessel to take us there. We need to finish this machine before morning. I need your help to accomplish this. And the midnight oil was burned, according to the narrator. How fancy. And in the morning, ... Emma says, I think we did it. We should test this thing out first. Once you're off, push the accept button to go higher. With this, you can travel to areas you couldn't reach before. Use the cancel button to lower your altitude. It's all up to you now. Fancy. Meow, meow, meow. Oh my. We can fly. I think there's a couple things we can do now that I can fly. I think there's like a secret boss in this hellhole somewhere. Whee! No littering. Old weapons and used golems must be disposed of properly. There's something approaching from under the ground. Well, we'll have to kill it then. Oh dang. Be killing people up in here. Oh no, we killed it. Goodbye, creature. And we got the disc dims for Cecilia. So fancy. Anyways, I think there was something else I was looking for. That's the next place we're supposed to go. But we don't want to do that right away, do we? When there's stuff we could find. That's one of the optional places I want to check out, but I'm also looking for, let's see, I think this actually might be something if memory serves. So it can't land on a beach? Whatever. That I think I need to do with a ship. I know you get a ship way later in the game, but we don't get it right this second, basically. I think that's the Temple of Memory. I'm looking for something. That's the arena. Frickety frack, huh? Maybe it's this. Oh my god, just land, you fucker. No, we were just there. Whatever, let's just do this now since we're over here. Strong doors shut tightly. Oh, guess we can't do that now. Never mind. So I am still missing that one thing. I think I already went over here. Yep. Alright. It's this place. Heaven corridor, huh? Sealed by magic. Not for long. Anyways, this says, this is Heaven's Corridor, a tower of gifts to those who want to attain higher magic. Okay. Yeah, the only tool we're missing is the guitar, and that's in the final dungeon, so we should be able to get through this place. Let me see. Anyways. Oops. Did this thing freeze? Well, at least we could go back to our save state. Ugh, I hate it when things freeze. It's no fun. Meow, 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 meow. That door is shut, apparently. To the Inheritor of Wisdom. Why do you seek higher magic? If you want to bring light to the world, then go to the hidden nature of the obscured place. There, the innocent must cast its light. Okay. There is a button. Do you want to push it? I say yes, and a door has been unlocked. How fancy. Alright, let's do that. We find some more crest graphs. Magic of the warding. You can ward off unwanted guests by using magic that sends them back to the entrance. If you seek higher magic, you should also undo the warding gate. Pandemonium. There's an ancient demon castle located on the east end of the inner sea. The smell of a 1,000-year-old evil still lingers on the desolate isle. That's the hint for where we go next, but this is where we are now. Whee! Oh my. Let's see. Okay. Oh boy. We found yet another crest graph. And another crest graph. My. Let's see what we got over an hour. Oh, okay, just a save point. Not a big deal. Let's see. Okay. Oops. Let's see. What do I do with this mess? Yeah, whatever, we solved it somehow. Well, that was simple. Alrighty. D says, finally, my successor has arrived. Many trials have proven your worth. Oh, you shall receive the art of the ultimate sorcery. I must warn you, do not drown yourself in this power, for the essence of sorcery is not the size or the effect of a spell, but in the utilization of wisdom. You must purify your magic through wisdom. My successor, you shall master the elements through purity and execution. And Cecilia has learned dual cast. Alright. Let me see. Anyways, there's one more thing I'm missing somewhere. Where is it, though? It's basically a hole in a mountain somewhere. What's this place? Oh no. No, no, no. That's not what we're looking for. Not even a little bit. Let's try it this way. Let's see. Where on earth is this place? Well, this is something that you can only land on with the proto-wing. Balloons, wow. Yeah, there's definitely nothing here. Except for a really high encounter rate for no reason. Okay. That's one of those stupid thingies, I think. Maybe it's this. No. Could it be here? I believe that's Arctica, so there's nothing there. Alright, so... what am I missing? I'm pretty sure that's the Temple of Memory, but whatever. Alright, let's just try this. There we go. Man, that map sucks. Is it... a little bit over here, I guess. Alright, so that's what I'm looking for, I think. Okay, it's this spot, I think. Jeez, such work. Anyways, this glitter is my power, the glitter of the Guardian of Swords that possesses the cutting light and the power to defeat demons. If you provide, I will provide you, sorceress and fighter, the strike of Equitus, a sword strike that will sever the evil away from you. And we have acquired the sword rune. Okay. I think that was the last thing I was checking for. Let me see. Let me see. Anyways, let's see if we can check the Adelheid thing out really quick. Because I'm not going to have enough time to run through an entire dungeon on this stream, so I'm going to check a couple little things I think I missed here and there. Oh yeah, I think it's this guy. This guy says, I'm a traveling swordsman. In my travels, I've heard of secret signs which pass on techniques. If you give me one, I'll show you a new technique. Okay. There's a soul in everything that exists. You can defeat an enemy by damaging its soul without touching its body. You can touch its soul by reaching out with your own. This is the essence of the void, the ultimate sword fighting mentality. Okay. Tom says, I want to build more housing, but there's no suitable land remaining. Yeah, I don't think I can progress this yet either, but we'll try. Yeah, he says the same thing he did last time. That person doesn't have anything new to do. Where's Rudy when you need him? Get out of here, woman. What are you doing? Okay, so yeah, nobody has any new info for me. It must be later in the game that I can do that stuff. So I'm gonna go park myself at Pandemonium. And that way I'll be ready for the next stream. Oof, allergies are terrible today. Let's see if I can find the bastard again. It is somewhere. Jeez. There we go. It's like that tiny little island way over here. Way over here. Alrighty. We are definitely ready for next time. Well, join us next time on Wild Arms, Part 8, and we will start in Pandemonium. I will likely do that after I get a snack, so relatively quickly here, so if you're watching now and you want to continue watching, I'll be back in a few. Alright, let's update that. Alright, let's get my upload started. That's good to go. Alright, we are gonna upload our video now. Yeah, that's over for the day. Fancy. Well, that's doing everything I need it to do. I have that now how I want it. Oh geez, I forgot to cut this. Hold on, that's gonna